All right, guys, so you looked at the video on how to write the I, and now what we're going to do, we're going to look at how to explain, okay? We have our quote that's given how it is in the sample, but I want to break down each and every question with you because they're so important. Remember, your three questions are right here underneath the explain. If you don't answer one of them, you will not get full credit, okay? You have to answer all three, and all three have different parts with it. So the first part, how does the setting help change the character and why? You have to explain that why. Number two, how does the setting influence the character's actions and why? And then how does the setting develop the theme? So looking at this quote, in the bed in an alcove at the far end of the room was draped with splendid cloth embroidered over its entire surface with intricate designs, but the most conspicuous difference was the books. So right here, you're going to answer the question, how does this setting help to change the character? You want to restate the question, this setting of the annex, because you need to be specific, helps to change the character because now think about it. How does these different types of furniture, different things that Jonas is seeing for the first time, how does that help change the character? So the annex helps to change the character because Jonas is now experiencing new furniture that he typically would not see if he was not in the annex. This setting changes Jonas because he starts to wonder about the differences that he is seeing in the annex versus the community. Okay, so right there, I said how the setting helps change the character, and then I explained why. Because it's not something that he would typically see. Okay, and we see that that's 2 sentences long. That's 2 questions, 2 sentences. You may need a couple more to finish explaining, but you need to make sure that you explain fully. Then, number 2, how does the setting influence the character's actions? The setting of the annex influences Jonas's actions because, now think about it. How are these different things that Jonas is seeing going to influence what he does? How does it influence what he does right now? So the setting of the annex influences Jonas' actions because he begins to question the books in the community. He has never seen as many books as he does now in the annex, which makes him question what he is seeing. He does this because, okay? And then you add on to how he does this because. Then finally, you have how it helps develop the theme. Remember, your theme's up in your topic sentence. My theme that I used was that society, without emotion, society becomes less human. So with that, you want to say the setting of the annex helps to develop the theme that without emotions, society becomes less human because, and then you have to explain how, okay? Because the setting of the annex helps to develop a theme that without emotion, society becomes less human because readers can note that Jonas does not have all the information that the giver does. Without knowledge, people become less aware of what is around them and less understanding. And you can keep going on and fully develop how that really truly does develop the theme. And that's the 3 things that you need to answer as you are doing this explanation. Now, you guys can see how long this is. Remember, the explanation is going to be the longest part of your body paragraph, okay? And it should be the longest part because this is where you really dig into what you're seeing and analyzing it.